I'm Jennifer from Cultaholic. This is This Day in Wrestling. It is May the 24th and I'm with Jack the Jobber.
On this day in wrestling.
Love it.
I thought I really pushed the boat out this time.
I love it. That was beautiful. You got a lovely voice.
Thank you.
Lovely.
A lot of us, oh man, Pachi's got a good voice.
Yeah?
I've never heard Ross sing.
No?
No.
That is something I want to happen.
I get him to on one of these.
Start a band.
We nearly did. So the Pacini Club band was nearly Anyway, it doesn't matter, let's just carry on. No, let's not talk about that.
We will revisit this situation.
No, let's not talk about that.
I will find out for you about this.
Guess which wrestler's entrance we were going to do?
I don't know.
Grado. It didn't happen in the end. It doesn't matter, it was a whole, imagine if that
I would have
happened.
loved that.
Wouldn't have been able to live that down.
Oh, please.
What, just one day, just rock up?
Just absolutely, let's just do it.
Hi Graham, can we just do your entrance music?
Live in hope, people.
No.
Live in hope.
No.
But we'll go to 1973. It's the NWA Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, old school.
Yeah. So it was Harley Race and Dory Funk Jr. Harley Race would defeat, ending a 1,563-day reign.
Long reigns back then.
There was, like we were saying before, very long reigns back in the day.
Yeah. The NWA is a weird one, isn't it? Like, I don't know too much about this match specifically.
No, me
but
neither.
I was going to try and segue into talking a little bit about the NWA today.
Okay, cool.
Because it's changed a lot.
Yeah.
Hasn't it? Like, at the minute, at the time of recording, the champion is Nick Aldis, or Magnus, as you may, or Mr. Mickey James, as you may know him.
Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis, right.
Aldis.
Now, they've really tried to... Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins has now bought the NWA.
Yeah, NWA.
And he's really trying to...
first of all, thoughts about that? Like...
I think he seems like a guy who gets wrestling and has a passion for it.
Because, I mean, he did have, his time with Impact and...
Yeah.
All that, but he's always been known as a wrestling fan, like a kind of out and proud wrestling fan, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, that is cool. I think it's good that he's trying to revitalise it and make it a relevant thing again. I just think he might be finding it a bit hard today when indie wrestling is such a, all non-WWE wrestling is so popular now.
Right.
Like trying to find it hard to break through.
Why would you find that hard? Surely that would be more of a thing, like this £10 a gold tour.
Yes,
that's a cool thing. I would like to see that on more shows over here and stuff.
They're using YouTube quite cleverly to try and promote it. They had James Ellsworth involved for a little bit. They've got the belt off Tim Storm, the previous NWA champ. Tim Storm, right, I don't know him, and I'm sure he's a lovely man. He was I think he might have been the oldest person to hold the belt. He was he was in his 50s, I think, when he held the belt recently. And there was a certain man who wanted him to fly over to the UK so he could take it from him. Joe Hendry. How good an NWA champion would Joe Hendry have been?
He would be
fantastic.
Cracking. There's still time.
There is Billy Corgan, if you're watching, Joe Hendry for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. That would be fantastic.
But I love Nick Aldis.
I love Joe Hendry.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. Right.
I love Joe Hendry too, but...
He'd be so good. He'd be such a good champion. I want it to He would tweet him and stuff and be like, give me a shot at the belt. Never get any sort of response to it. But Henry's
I don't know.
Henry's way bigger on Twitter and stuff. I think more people know who Henry is than Tim Storm.
Maybe I would go for that.
And for a short while I started to believe it. I was like, you know what? Henry's going to be the next NWA champion.
I love it. You convinced yourself. You're like, I've done this, I've done this.
Because I remember Henry being like, Tim Storm, who are you? And he's cutting little promos on him, which never got any response.
What was that accent?
Okay. He was like, you've got Ric Flair's belt. And I just thought that would be fantastic. But never mind, it didn't.
It didn't, not yet, anyway.
Not yet. Come on, Joe.
Exactly.
You can do it.
1984, a sad day, and quite a monumental day, as Vince McMahon Sr. Passed away today. He was 69.
One of the first promoters, apparently, to really recognise the potential of wrestling on TV.
Okay.
So that's really crucial when we look back at wrestling. He thought, we can do this with a relatively small studio set, 2 cameras and a live audience and stuff. He thought, this can kind of work.
He kind of thought outside, not outside, but obviously his generation would be more live shows and stuff. But a pioneer.
Yes. But then he when you compare his beliefs to his son, to Vince McMahon's beliefs, They differed on some crucial things.
Right, so this is something I wasn't aware of, and you kind of like briefly just spoke about. But yeah, share with the group, because I don't think I'm alone in this.
So Vince Sr. was of the belief that wrestling should be a self-contained thing and that wrestlers shouldn't branch into other forms of entertainment. So he wouldn't have liked Hogan going off and being in Rocky 3 or that sort of thing. But as we know about Vince Jr., he loves it. He's all for it.
That's his bag.
Rock and wrestling was this whole WrestleMania even these days is full of celebrity involvement and all that sort of stuff. Also, I like this one. Vince Sr. thought that wrestling promoters shouldn't be on-screen figures. They should be largely behind the scenes. And obviously, as we know about Vince McMahon Jr., choking out his own daughter with a lead pipe in the name of sports entertainment. He loves a bit of getting involved. Vince is one of the most underrated wrestlers ever. Can you say that? Is he?
How context? Like, what do you mean underrated?
Because you wouldn't know one would go, Vince McMahon's a great wrestler. But he knows how to tell a story.
Well, okay, but like in terms of his in-ring action or what?
He's not great. He's not on AJ Styles. He's not going to be doing
this is what I'm getting, because like people do this. People say like, oh, it's an underrated wrestler, and then I get confused because I'm like, well, do you mean like in the ring, or do you mean their whole overall, like their promos, their storytelling? Because I know obviously a lot of people are like storytelling in the ring, especially in like Japanese wrestling. Yeah. But for me, a wrestler's like a big entity, and it's, they need to have mic skills, they need to have a character that you can invest in whatever way, heel, face,
it's not just about the moves.
No, and for me, wrestling is more that, the whole package, as opposed to just concentrating what's going on in the ring.
And I guess by putting it on television, Vince Sr. was a big part of that becoming an important thing, because you can't just, I guess there's a difference between entertaining a live crowd and then entertaining a televised audience as well, So you change the business in a massive way, and hopefully, just because his son happened to change the business in an even more massive way, hopefully his contribution doesn't get forgotten, I guess. Vince Sr.
I doubt it would ever be forgotten.
Yeah, true.
I doubt that.
Yeah.
But that's really sad that he passed away today at 69. 1999, this is a weird one. The main event of Nitro was cancelled, and that was supposed to be Kevin Nash, Bret Hart.
On the Jay Leno show.
Yeah.
Not in an arena, on the Jay... I don't understand.
I don't actually understand how.
I don't know how it would have gone down.
No.
But it didn't.
No, well, it didn't go down, so we don't even really need to wonder. But, it got cancelled because Bret was on his way to record this and learn about the untimely passing of Owen.
Yes, so the
whole thing was cancelled, understandably.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Understandably.
Even though Owen was working for a different promotion and he was in WWF, Bret was in WCW, but it kind of was one of those things where it was bigger than.
But it's kind of like actually just pure came to my mind there, like the fact that the WWE show that Owen passed away on carried on, yet.
That one was cancelled.
Yeah, Nitro cancelled. That's interesting.
It is. I guess because it's his brother, whereas it was Owen's colleagues, but there was a lot of them were like really close with him, though, weren't they?
It was an instant death.
Yeah.
Surely.
It's always going to be remembered as one of the more controversial decisions in wrestling history to carry on that show. And also we've recently seen as well, about a month ago now, we saw the Hall of Fame speeches with Mark Henry. And I think it was Jeff Jarrett, give very touching tributes to Owen Hart.
Yep.
It just kind of goes to show that he was such a beloved figure in the business.
Absolutely.
Do you think he'll ever get in the Hall of Fame?
Owen?
Do you think?
Jake the Lover, like.
Do you think his wife will?
Yes, one day. Absolutely. I would hope so.
I think this year's Hall of Fame might have tipped the balance slightly.
Do you think?
And she might.
It's just.
I wouldn't blame her for not. I wouldn't blame her for not. For not letting WWE put him in the Hall of Fame. It was her husband, I wouldn't blame her.
It's a controversial one. It is a controversial one, but I think it's very long overdue, and I think he needs to.
Oh, he deserves it, absolutely.
He needs to be.
Yeah.
2000, we see a new WCW World Champion in Kevin Nash, who beat Scott Steiner and Jeff Jarrett on Thunder.
On Thunder, which is a bit of an odd one, because Thunder was like it was kind of their SmackDown, but not as we look at Raw and SmackDown today.
Okay.
Because, AJ Styles won the title on SmackDown in London, And everyone went, that's great. And sometimes when you time it right, a televised title change is brilliant. Sometimes, like in the dying days of WCW, this might have just come across as a little bit desperate. Yeah, trying to grab attention.
Do you think?
It's hard to gauge, and I imagine it's one of the hardest things in booking a wrestling promotion that has a TV show and runs pay-per-views as well. What to do on a pay-per-view.
Yeah, and what to do on one of the tapings. But like you say as well, the fact that, it was a kind of, very much a B show.
Yes.
And they knew it was kind of dwindling. Like, what else could you do, really, when you think about it? Think about it. It's like trying to save something.
I know.
Obviously, you're going to do something.
I will say, though, I think if they were going to do that, they should have put the belt on a newer up-and-comer rather than Kevin Nash, who everyone knew was, like, well involved politically backstage with the booking and stuff as well.
Do you think he booked it himself?
I'm not sure when he stepped down from his booking position, but he literally might have booked himself. He genuinely might have done.
If he did, that makes him even better.
I know he's your boy. I know you like.
I love him.
Big Kev. Apparently, the thing about Kevin Nash is, although he can come across sometimes as a bit, like, cocky and stuff, apparently really, really nice, really good to his fans. Yeah. Apparently really appreciates his own fans.
Like, really nice with me.
Were you a fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really nice.
I'm a fan, and he was really nice, and he was really funny with me. And then obviously after we did our interview together at Fear and Loathing, which if you've not seen is very embarrassing.
Oh.
Have you seen it?
No, I've not actually seen it.
Oh,
were you shy?
No, he totally threw me off guard and was like, "Oh, have you got my number?" And I was like, "What?" Or basically offered me his number, and I was like, and you just see me go scarlet red.
So
and
good
I was
to his fans. Offers it. If I interview Kevin Nash, he'd probably be like, "Jack, do you want my number? Get a little catch up after the show."
Absolutely.
Play a board game or two.
I mean, I don't know what he wanted to catch up with me on, but
Did you not call him back?
I never got it. I just went can I just get a picture doing it too sweet? So I have that though, which is great fun. So yeah, thanks Kevin.
Cheers Kev, and well done for winning the WCW Championship on Thunder on this day.
On me. So that was this day in wrestling, and you can follow me on Twitter here. If you like what we do at Cultaholic, you can support us by pledging to our Patreon, patreon.com/Cultaholic. And most importantly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us.